Hello everyone, this is the part 3 of unit 1. In this video we will study about middleware, distributed transparency, type of distributed transparency, model of distributed system. Middleware. As a distributed operating system has lack of scalability and network operating system fails to provide single coherent view, so a new layer is formed between distributed operating system and network operating system, which is called middleware. A common set of services is provided for local application and independent set of services for the remote application. It supports heterogeneity, that is, it supports multi-language and operating systems where user gets freedom to write the application using any of the supported language under any platform. Here is the diagram of middlewares. Your three machines A, B, and C are there. Middlewares are present in between distributed operating systems and network operating systems. Each machine have their own kernel. This is the diagram of middleware. Middlewares provides different services such as locating the objects by their name, finding the location of object, maintaining the quality of the services, handling the protocol information, synchronization of data, concurrency and security of objects, and others. Distributed transparency. The transparency in distributed systems is defined as the hiding the fact that the process and resource are physically distributed across multiple computers from the user and the application programmer. The aim of distributed transparency is to make certain aspects of distribution invisible to the application programmer so that they can concern only with the design of the particular application. Different types of transparency. Access transparency. It hides how resources and data are assessed in the system. Location transparency. It hides where a resource is located in the different system. Relocation transparency. It hides that a resource may be moved to another location while in the use. Migration transparency. It hides that a resource is migrated to the newer version. Application transparency. It hides the information that a resource may be copied in several places. Concurrency transparency. It hides the information that a resource may be shared by multiple users. Failure transparency. It hides about the failure of the systems and recovery of the resource. Model of distributed systems. There are two types of models. They are architecture model and fundamental models. Architecture model. Architecture model deals with the organization of components across the network of the computers and their interrelationship. It is further divided into two types. They are client-server model and peer-to-peer model. In this video, we will discuss about architecture model, and in next video, we will discuss about fundamental model. Client-server model. The most important and most widely used distributed architecture model is client-server model. Whenever the client is requesting, the server has to provide the services. So the time when the server is providing the service, the client has to wait for the result until the server reply. This is the simple timing diagram of client-server model. Client process interact with individual server processes in a separate host computer in order to access the shared resources. Here is the architecture model of client-server model. Here two different clients and two different server. Client is requesting to the server and server is giving the result to the client. Here multiple client and multiple server are present in client-server architecture. The systems can act as server as well as client based on the requirement of the systems. Here this can act as a server also and as a client also, as this is requesting to the another server and this server gives result to the server. Peer-to-peer model. Unlike client-server model, peer-to-peer model does not distinguish between client or server. Each node can either be a client or server depending on whether the node is requesting or giving the services. This is the diagram of peer-to-peer model. Here different peers from peer 1 to peer n. They can share their resources between different connected peers. Each node is considered as a peer. Pattern of communication between them depends entirely on the application requirement. What type of application does the peer require? According to that, peers communicate with other peer. Each object is replicated in several computers. These are the objects, and these objects are replicated among different peers. It is more complex than client-server model as it needs to place and extract data from individual computers. Thank you for watching. If you are new, then please share and subscribe the channel so that it can be reached out to many people. Thank you.